Shalom. Let me begin by making a personal statement about texts and their role in Jewish education. In our electronic world, reading and studying texts is less common. I believe that authentic Jewish education is centered in good measure around the study of texts, and among them, none is more central than the Hebrew Bible, the Tanakh. We were called Am HaSefer, people of the book, and we have been devoted to the study of that book and its interpretations for a very long time. The word Beit HaSefer, which we typically translate as school, originally meant the house where the Bible was studied, the Sefer. We were the first people to mandate literacy so that everyone could have direct access to the Sefer. Many centuries later, this inspired the humanists whose study of the Hebrew Bible led to the Protestant Reformation. In this session of our seminar, we also deal once again with the commonplaces of education. This term, as used in curriculum and instruction, was coined by Professor Joseph Schwab of the University of Chicago. These are the populations and the materials that must be taken into consideration when engaging in curricular or instructional planning and execution. I pay particular attention to the family, and specifically to the parents. It is true, if puzzling, that in many places, parents stay or are encouraged to stay at a distance from the Jewish education that their children are receiving. Being unengaged, they are not in a position to understand or support what we do. I will argue that this strategy is a blunder. I believe that the steps needed to correct the error start with getting to know, in a serious way, the most serious and thoughtful agendas that these parents have for their children's lives. It also mandates that we examine our curricula to see where we do and can answer questions that parents are asking. It also means being honest when we explain what we can and cannot accomplish without active parental involvement. Research shows that parents want the following for their children. I'm quoting the research of Dr. Martin Seligman of the University of Pennsylvania, a world authority on positive psychology. He has polled thousands of parents with the question, what is it that you want for your children from their education? Here are their answers. They want happiness, confidence, contentment, fulfillment, balance, good stuff, kindness, health, satisfaction, love, being civilized, and meaning. When he asks the same parents, what is it that schools are teaching? The answers are achievement, thinking skills, success, conformity, literacy, math, test taking, discipline. In other words, how to succeed in the workplace. And by the way, of course, not all schools succeed in that agenda. Please notice there is very little overlap between the two lists that I've read for you. I would submit that if we do our job well, we are giving a lot of attention to identity, to being civilized, to fulfillment, balance, and most of all, meaning. Our texts promote a view of the world that rejects the false idolatry that happiness comes from the accumulation of things. If we interpret our work to parents in terms of their goals, and we can do that without distorting our mission, I believe that we can win greater respect and more support for our work. And even more important, we will be making lasting, significant contributions to the quality of the lives of the souls that we take into our hands. Shalom.